Hello, this is Top Prep Sports Interviews by Sunil. Tonight, I'm happy to be speaking with Charlie McCullough, a forward and wing on the Experienced Prep Academy basketball team located in Johnson City, Tennessee. Once again, Charlie, thank you so much for taking time out to speak with me tonight, and congrats on your success here. I said playing basketball. I said for Experienced Prep Academy. Talk about putting that number 12 jersey on, man, and being able to bowl out here.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's experience. We play like the one of the best schedules in the country for post grad. We play Oak Hill, IMG, Montvert, all the military academies.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great exposure. It's great competition. We have good coaching and it's a good time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the fact that you guys really can stack yourself up against the rest of the competition. I mean, this is we're talking about Division 1, players out there across the country. I mean, that's no joke. I mean, some of the top teams in the nation. I mean, that's got to be really motivating for you and the rest of the team to play against again the elite competition here.
Yeah, for sure. It's an experience.
Hey, 6'8", 225. Talk about it. You got the size. I mentioned playing forward in the wing positions. Talk about your game, both on the offensive, defensive end. What you bring to the table. Obviously, the size really kicks in. Be able to dominate in the paint and the low post, Charlie.
Yeah, so yeah, I like to play really physical. I like to rebound the ball. Yeah, on defense, I just like to be a physical presence in the paint, rim protect, and offensive rebounds, be able to score down low and be able to shoot. Yep.
I asked Varun this last night. I'm wondering where that growth spurt occurred for you, Charlie.
Yeah. Varun's actually my roommate right next door.
Oh, nice. That's great.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah. So talk about that. Like, where did I'm sure that there's a time period in said growing up where it just you shot up, man. It just were able to, and that size was there. Just talk about that. Describe that.
Yeah. So I always played tennis until like 6th or 7th grade. I shot up. Then I got into basketball. I was able to be a lot more successful in it. So then I just stuck with basketball from there.
Yeah, that's terrific. Before we came on the air, I was saying that by playing against the best teams, across America, the fact that you're getting more exposure, and that's really important for you. I said here, talk about that. The fact that there are a lot of eyes on you, and it just it keeps on getting better. Every game here. I mean that again, that's just going to provide a lot of adrenaline, a lot of motivation for you, Charlie.
Yeah, for sure. It's an opportunity every day, every game, and it's a good chance to shine and be able to show what you can do on the court to coaches. And
what does it mean to
and
definitely.
it's just a great place to be there, to be able to do that.
Hey, every time you take that court, let's say you put that jersey on, I'm wondering what that jersey represents to you, Charlie.
It just represents my family, my friends, my hometown, and just me.
Yeah. That's great. Hey, I wanted to ask you about the coaching staff. Head coach Patrick T. Grayson, assistant coach Eric Cross, Rod Loving, aka Coach Rod, the head of business operations there. Talk about this staff. I mean, it's just an outstanding, said group of people, really committed to, succeeding and, again, putting the best talent out there on the court. Talk about what they've meant to you personally here, Charlie.
Yeah, they're an awesome group of guys. They respect us, and it goes great.
Yeah,
they're good coaches. They're hard on us when they need to be, and they're good.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know that Varun talked about this. Is that the expectations are so high that you have to perform on a daily and a nightly basis. Because it could be next man up and someone else taking your spot here, Charlie.
Yeah, that's how it is. If you don't perform, you're on the bench. So every time you take the court, you have to try your hardest.
It said I'm interviewing a bunch of guys. It started with Varun last night. Taj Joseph, Toledo Metagrow, Ian Becker, Jaden McCoy. There are a bunch of other guys, of course, on the team. You have guys from all different parts of the country here, and you're all together here in Johnson City, Tennessee. Talk about that that collection of teammates and that brotherhood, that you guys are able to have that cohesiveness, have that chemistry on the court.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was able to meet people from places I never thought I'd meet, and we just made a bond together on and off the court. And it's just the mixture of cultures, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I think
It's a
that's
great
so important.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the creating that culture and building that, as said, that winning environment, because I think it's so important, especially as said, uh, I saw the schedule. It's like get up early in the morning,
yeah,
going at
it's
it
wild.
120% all day long, 12
Hmm.
hours. I mean, it just the grind never stops, Charlie.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, at the beginning of the season, we would wake up around like 4 a.m. for conditioning,
Yeah.
and it was harsh, but and we needed it, and it was good work.
Yeah. Hey, as said, been playing basketball a long time since you were in sixth grade.
Hmm.
What are some of the intangibles? What stands out to you about the game that you obviously have a passion for it, and you're dedicated to your craft. What is it about it? Whether it's during a practice, a game, it might be off the court, that just you keep on coming back to year after year, Charlie.
Just the adrenaline rush from playing, the feeling of hitting a big shot in a big moment. It's just
Yeah,
you can't match it with anything else.
yeah.
So just to keep getting that feeling is why I play.
Again, that's fantastic. I'm wondering when you're out there on the court and you're with your teammates, just during the flow of the game, all four quarters. I mean,
Hmm.
it changes so rapidly in terms of how the game plays out. So you go through your ebbs and flows, ups and downs. I'm wondering, just for you, like from your perspective, what do you see out there? Like, what is it like? Again, uh, I always ask, athletes this, what is transpiring through your mind, as you're playing the game?
I'm just thinking about the task that needs to be done, the role that needs
Mhm.
to be played, and just what I have to do to help the team succeed, and
Yeah,
then whatever the team needs.
it's great.
If it's a
Yeah.
screen, the rebounds, whatever needs to happen.
Yeah. Always team first. I mean, I said you need all five guys again clicking on
Hmm.
all cylinders there. If you want to come out with a W. Hey, strength and conditioning, nutrition. I mean, that those are important factors. I mean, they really,
Yeah.
go a long way in terms of, building, said that success. What have you done? Like, of course you had the team practices, Charlie, but on an individual basis for you, what has been like, again, what has worked out, for you, so perfectly?
Yeah, just going to the gym with my teammates, either if that's
Mhm.
getting up shots, gonna lift weights, gonna go run a little bit,
Yeah.
or yeah, just always doing something like on our off days to keep us sharp.
Yeah. No,
And
it's
the Vertim
good.
I got a lot of Vertimax work, and I think that helped a lot.
Okay. That's great. It's good to hear. Uh, you know what? Because and this is just that pops into my mind is that the technology has changed so much in terms of like when it comes to strength and conditioning. That's the thing is that I think that's what's so impressive over the years that it's benefited the athletes. And you could start at such a young age, and by the time you get to high school and then eventually college you're probably several steps ahead, instead of the rest of the pack here, Charlie.
Yeah, being a year ahead of the incoming freshman class is going to help a lot. I think physically and just
Hmm.
mentally because we've already played against that talent because we
Yeah.
played D1 JUCOs.
Hmm.
So all those guys are D1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'll be a good. I'll be ahead than the other freshmen at wherever I decide to play at.
Yeah. No, definitely. Hey, you brought up an excellent point, Charlie, is being mentally locked in because I think that everybody again talks about the physical component of the game, but boy,
Yeah,
if you're not mentally, as I said in tune, you really can get thrown off your game. What is it
yeah.
about you, like just that preparing for a game like that really gets you again ready for the task at hand and knowing what you have to do out there on the court? Any things that that really come to your mind that said before the game starts?
Um, just I'm just thinking about what needs to be done for to help the team win, and just
Hmm.
only focusing on that, not really blocking out any other distractions or anything that day. and
Yeah.
just being locked in on the game.
That's great. Hey, before we came on the air, I said I asked you where you're from, and Jupiter,
Mhm.
Florida. It said played
Yeah.
on Jupiter High School. It said varsity
Hmm.
basketball team. Talk about being from there, playing. Said for Jupiter High School in those times.
Yeah. We had a COVID year there, but in Florida
Yeah.
we were still able to get some games in, so that was good. And just being able to represent my town, my community,
Hmm.
and nightly, and we had lots of big crowds for big games, and it was just an amazing experience.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. You brought something up, and I said, we're now what almost 3 years into this pandemic. I mean, returning
Hmm.
to normal here, slowly, but I mean, we be again, it's incredible the leaps and bounds and just where we started. I mean, but it's got to feel good because it said, man, that COVID year and like the effect it had on students. It said not only student athletes but students in general. I mean, that was rough. I mean, remote learning and just trying to get trying to play games and get back out in the court. Talk about how good of a feeling that is to be able to finally accomplish said your goals and move up that ladder here, Charlie.
Yeah, it feels great. I feel very accomplished, and lots of people helped me get to where I am, and I still have ways to go,
Hmm.
and they'll help me get there as well.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, have to ask you when it comes to college, maybe more so the NBA. What
Hmm.
players you pay particular attention to, Charlie?
I like LaMelo Ball for the Hornets. I grew up in the Carolinas,
Oh,
so
okay.
just yeah, just Hornets players. I really like Jokic
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
Nuggets. I love his game, and yeah.
yeah. All excellent choices, and the fact
Hmm.
that with Jokic, is that he can stroke it from behind the arc. It's everybody talks about how he pounds it inside, but
Hmm.
and the fact that he's so nimble in terms of handling the ball. I mean, you see
Yeah.
a big man bringing it up the court effortlessly, and then be able to
Hmm.
dish out dimes to the rest of his teammates is just again incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing what
Yeah,
he can do.
yeah.
What all NBA players are amazing players.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think again, you see every year the talent just keeps on getting, said better and
Hmm.
better. I just like, and then you got the players from overseas again coming
Yeah.
here and the impact they have on the game in terms of their skills and fundamentals. Again, I said you can't beat that. As we know, it's just not about being an athlete, it's being a student athlete. Charlie, you have a 3.0 GPA. Talk about
Hmm.
that. I mean, because again, with that type of rigorous schedule, it really takes a lot out of you in terms of the practice, the games, the lifts. But
Yeah.
you've been able to get that time management organization pat down. What has worked for you here, just in terms of being able to separate those areas, and then again, uh, be able to excel in the classroom.
Yeah, I just think when you're not practicing your game, you just gotta focus on some other stuff, some schoolwork.
Hmm.
Get in. Yeah, you just gotta get that in. It's essential.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I mentioned before the pivoting to social media and highlight
Hmm.
videos that again that exposure and just getting your name out there and obviously
Yeah.
you've been able to drop that content. I mean that's
Hmm.
again so vital. Just talk about that. The fact that uh, coaches and prospective recruiters that people out there could
Yeah.
see like the type of game that you bring to the court. I'm sure you really thrive in that environment here, Charlie.
Yeah. Just be able to get the exposure I need for coaches to look. It's awesome. It's why I came to Experience Academy. They said I would have that, and it happened. So
Yeah. uh of course you need a solid structure in terms of support. You have your
hmm.
family, three brothers that all play college sports, one
Yep.
sister. That's got to be truly gratifying. The fact that you can relate to your siblings, in terms of playing
Yeah.
athletics, and they played, of course, at the college level.
Hmm.
Talk about how special that is. Being able to like I said, share your time now here, of course, at Experience Prep Academy, but
Hmm.
just the ride here. Just describe that, Charlie.
Yeah, it's just be able to follow in their footsteps is I'd love to be able to do that, and it's just to strive to be like them. I look up to my
Mhm.
brothers. My dad also played college basketball. Most There's lots of athletes in my family, so I just want to be like them.
That's great. I mean, you just have
Mhm.
again something in common and being able to again, I mean, around the table, you're able to
Mhm.
just bounce ideas off each other. I'm sure, like I said, especially with your brothers, as you know,
Yeah.
you need hobbies to kick back. You love playing golf and FIFA soccer, anything on your
Mhm.
PS5. Talk about how good that feels. Like just that you're able to clear your head, relax, sort of de-stress. Again from all the challenges of academics and playing basketball here, Charlie.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just nice to get away for a little bit, do something else that gets your mind off it,
Yeah,
and it's a good get back.
that's good. That's good. Hey, just one more before you get the final word here, Charlie, is that
All right.
we live in a again a competitive world in terms of academics, athletics, but especially with
Mhm.
athletics. I'm wondering what you'd say to the younger kids out there. Just any advice and message in terms of trying to figure out, you know, what sport they're going to play. If it's basketball, definitely. And then just being able to again move up that ladder because you have social media, you have so many outside influences. I'm wondering, what would you say to them? You know, that might again aid them in terms of being successful.
Yeah, just to stay focused and do what you love. Don't do anything you don't like or you're forced to do, and just be you. And don't don't get caught with outside distractions that'll
Yeah.
get in the way of your future goal, and just play towards that.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, Charlie, I said you get the final word and message here. For family, friends, teammates, and coaches, both Experience Prep Academy and of course Jupiter High School, and just wanted to give
Yeah.
you the final word here.
Yeah, I'm out here in Johnson City working hard every day, playing the best teams in the country, and it's just a great experience.
Hey, Charlie, it's a true honor and privilege being able to speak with you. Congrats on your success. I know there's more to come. You're not
Mhm.
finished here. Of course, at
Yep.
Experience Prep Academy, and looking forward to seeing what you do at the next level and beyond. I think you have
Yes,
a
sir.
bright future ahead, and it's great to see again players from all over the country, and especially just dominating, said, here, playing for Experience Prep Academy.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great program. I love playing with my teammates, and just to go in and night out and play with them. It's just an honor.
Well said. Thank you, Charlie. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.